opportunities where everyone rises. Let me shout out everyone in this room. You're beautiful people. Give it up for yourself right now. Come on, you love yourself better than that. Let me hear you. Woo, I'm hollering. I am hollering already, right? Oh my goodness. I'm so glad to have you here. Did you enjoy your lunch today? Who's ready to win some money up in here today? We're going to play bingo. We're going to play some games. We're going to have some information. I'm so glad that you can be part. This room is packed today. Online, I don't know what you're waiting for. Here is where the energy is and where the power is. Show them power. Put your hands together for our online audience. I'm so thankful to be part of this corporation, a part of this organization that's always doing forward-thinking events and to keep the community engaged and information is always in the room. And I want to give it up now for my CEO, Pastor Chris Harris, and our Executive Director, Lucretia Kindred. Yeah, give it up for them. Everything we do here and have done here for the last, 16, 17 months has been free to you. Every meal you had, we gave away gift cards. What else did we give away? Laptops, what? Money. For the last 16, 17 months we've been together. It's a free event, and we want to try to keep this going. If you want to see this keep going forever and ever, clap your hands for it. It takes a lot of people to make this thing work right, but we're thankful for having people who understand what the community needs and offers programming to our community. I want a special shout out to my husband, Johnny Vaughn, Uncle Bishop. We love you, man. We love you, buddy. I know you watch. That's what I call him, buddy. We love you, buddy. I know you watching, and I'll be home shortly to take care of you. I love you so much. Come on, clap it up one more time for him. Yeah, I'll be home in a minute, buddy. I love you. All right, so we're going to start. I don't know if we have a commercial queued up, but we're going to start with a commercial just so that you can see the work that we do and have been doing in our community, and then we'll be right back with our special guest.
Here are 4 reasons why someone might need to call our trauma helpline. Number 1, feeling overwhelmed. When tough times hit and emotions like anxiety, fear, or depression seem too much to handle alone, a trauma helpline is there to provide support and guidance. Number 2, dealing with triggers. Sometimes certain sights, sounds, or situations can bring back distressing memories. Having someone to talk to when these memories surface can make a huge difference in managing those tough moments. Number 3, struggling to cope. Imagine feeling like daily life has become an uphill battle due to the mental toll of a difficult experience. Helplines can offer strategies to regain control and cope better. Number 4, you may just need a listening ear. Sometimes having a supportive listener can make a significant difference in processing and coping with difficult emotions or experiences. Trauma helplines aren't just for emergencies. They're a lifeline for anyone dealing with the mental and emotional aftermath of tough times. Our trauma helplines offer a supportive space where you can find understanding, guidance, and the tools to navigate through those challenging moments. Just because you may not need to call our helpline doesn't mean someone you know doesn't need to. Share this video. You could be saving a life. Call 833-TURN-123 today.
Yes, you wonder.
One more time, clap it up one more time, clap it up one more time, clap it up one more time. Did you enjoy your lunch today? Did you enjoy your soda and your water? Do you know that that was provided by our funders? Our funders are Joyce Foundation. Clap it up for them. Let them know you appreciate them. Northwestern Medicine, U Chicago Hospital, United Way Metro, and Bright Star Community Outreach. So we love to hear that you enjoy what we bring to you. Clap it up for all of us one more time. All right. Somebody is trying to tell me something important. What is that? Yeah. Let me do what I do. All right. All right. Okay. So listen, we are getting ready to have our presenter because we don't want to hold him up. He has something that he needs to do. We want to get him up and so that he can tell us all about what he wants to do. Mr. Philip Bennett is from the Alzheimer's Association. He's coming to talk to us today about some information that is very important. I'm going to introduce him to you at this time, but let's invite him up. Mr. Philip Bennett, come on up, sir. Come on, clap it up for our guest. How you doing today? Come on over right here.
I'm doing pretty good.
That sounds good.
It's an honor to be here. It's awesome to see the community coming together.
Yeah.
And all the things that you guys are doing.
This is what we do, sir.
And they giving away money, I heard.
Oh, Lord, don't get them started. They love that. So tell us a little bit about who you are and what you represent, Mr. Bennett.
All right. So I'm Phil Bennett. I represent a few things.
Okay.
But I'm here representing today the Alzheimer's Association and the importance of bringing awareness to our community. African Americans are 2 times more likely to develop Alzheimer's, and I don't know how many of us know that or know what to do about when we see these type of things, or what are the warning signs? Who do we talk to? Is there resources out there? Mm-hmm. So those are things that I'm encouraged to talk about.
So first of all, I did not know that we are 2 times more likely to get Alzheimer's. Why do you think that is? What does that? Why does that happen?
That's a great question. There are so many reasons why we try to figure it out. We try to pinpoint it, but we haven't really pinpointed it to say this is the reason why. But we do know that we look at the way that we eat. We are #1 for heart disease. African Americans. We can't have soul food Sunday every Sunday.
Not every Sunday.
So that definitely plays a factor. But another thing is our genes. So there's something that's called the APOE4 gene, and we see that happen with African Americans, and something that's called late onset Alzheimer's. Okay, that's when a person develops Alzheimer's like after the age of 80. Okay, we call it late onset Alzheimer's.
Okay, so we're going to dig into a couple of that. I asked you to really talk to me about that. Yeah, he said after the age of 80 that Alzheimer's can check in. But before we go to our questions, tell us a little bit about you. Tell us what has inspired you or what caused you to pick this field to work in. Tell us a little bit about that.
All right. So, I actually didn't know much about Alzheimer's. My grandmother developed Alzheimer's when I was 16. And I remember taking care of her with my mom and dealing with that situation. But later on in college, I had an internship to work at the Alzheimer's Association. Okay. Through that, I began to love what I do and helping people, and sort of just moved up the ranks and found myself in this position here as manager of education.
That's awesome. Can we put them together? That's great. So I would say your start was when you saw it firsthand in your own family. Mm-hmm. That kind of gave you like wanting to know more or to be able to help. And I guess to see the pitfalls of doing that on a daily basis or however often it was that you had to pitch in and help out. Anybody else dealing with family members with Alzheimer's? So this particular session is really going to help you out today. Let's get into these questions, Philip. What is the difference between Alzheimer's and dementia?
Great question. So I want to break it down so that everybody can remember it and you can walk away here, understanding that, okay? So let's start off with dementia, okay? First off, it's an umbrella term, okay? So Alzheimer's falls up under that umbrella. So dementia is an umbrella term and Alzheimer's falls up under there. And pretty much what that's saying is that there's over 77 types of dementias, okay?
What?
There's over 77 types of dementias. Okay, and what is dementia? Well, dementia is a decline in your cognitive abilities, okay? It's a decline in your thinking abilities, all right? With there being over 77 types of dementias, Alzheimer's is just the most common one that we hear about.
Wow.
Okay? Anybody ever heard of vascular dementia? Okay, that's another form of dementia. All right, we got mixed dementia, meaning that you can have 2 or more forms of dementia at one time, okay? All right, then we have Alzheimer's, of course. So Alzheimer's affects your memory, your thinking, as well as your behavior, but it's not limited to those things. It also affects your vision. It affects your senses, so your smell, your hearing, all of these things. We have to remember that what's happening with Alzheimer's is the brain is actually shrinking. Okay, the brain begins to shut down and deteriorate. So the brain is not telling the body what to do anymore. So that's why we're losing those senses and everything. In fact, what happens in that last stage of Alzheimer's is a person forgets how to swallow. Okay, that's pretty scary stuff, right? Well, that's why we got to be do diligent enough to do the things that we need to do to lower the risk of developing this.
Wow, that was a bomb.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I didn't mean to throw it at you that hard. I'm sorry, yeah. But I want to make sure you get it. I want to make sure it stick.
No, we appreciate it. We're going to clap our hands right there for you. We appreciate it. But I never knew a person could forget to remember to swallow.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are the early signs? So we talked about it a little bit. So Alzheimer's disease. Tell me some early signs that I should look out for. Maybe I need to look out for some for myself.
Some early signs. A lot of times it's just forgetting things. It's not just like forgetting your keys, okay? So it's more than just forgetting your keys and then you're like, man, where's my keys at? Okay, it's not about just...
I do that.
Because just show of hands right now. Who's ever walked in a room, forgot why you walked in there? Everybody? We can probably put up both hands, right? So it's a little more than that, okay? So it's not forgetting your keys. It's about you having your keys in your hand, right? So everybody think about this, okay? You got your keys in your hand, and you go to your car, and you're like, how do I get in this thing? Okay?
Wow.
All right? But a lot of times it start off slow, and then it progress. So you're forgetting recently learned things. You begin to forget names more quickly, and then eventually you forget to, it's hard to recognize people that you already know. Okay? So you're not recognizing family members, parents, children, and things like that. Sometimes what happens too is your loved ones, they'll see it before you see it. Okay? So some of the signs, it just comes with not just forgetting your keys, but it's about having things or just having to constantly find things, okay? Until you get to the point where you're like, I'm writing things down, but then I'm forgetting that. So I got a little task here that I do to try to keep me on point, but I'm forgetting that, okay?
Mm-hmm. Now, I know my grandmother had 25 kids, 25 children, 13 of them lived to be adults. And we would, when she got older, we used to just excuse the fact that it's because our family was so big that she would forget names. And then she would call all of the girls, she would call us all Sissy. Mm-hmm. So that's how she would remember who was who. She would call all of the girls Sissy. And so we would just say, that's beautiful because there's so many of us. But come to find out, she was slowly slipping away from us because she couldn't remember our names. So she hid it behind that. So now listening to you, I know that's probably one of the things that she did to kind of stay here, but was slipping away at the same time. Mm-hmm. And she hid behind that general phrase to call us all the same thing.
Which is common, yeah.
And now that you're saying that, that's probably why she did it. I just thought because it's like 80 granddaughters or whatever, mm-hmm. and she just called us all the same name, but that's probably what was happening. That is so interesting. So we talked about the signs. Let's talk about the stages of Alzheimer's. You talked about the signs. What are the stages of this disease?
There's actually 7 stages of Alzheimer's, but we break them down into 3 parts: early, middle, and late stage. Okay? So in the early stage, as I was speaking about before, you'll start to notice, or your family will start to notice, just simple things about you forgetting. You've missed 2 bills now. More bills are starting to come in. You're getting a lot of tickets in the mail, and they're not being paid, things like that. What happens in that middle stage is you'll just begin to see that progress more, okay? And then the latter part of the middle stage, a person now starts to need around-the-clock care, okay? They're no longer able to really take care of themselves when you get into that middle stage. In that late stage, that's where you'll begin to see where a person may lose the ability to speak or to be mobile at times. And what I say about my grandmother is, I saw her pass away before she passed away. Okay, so and it was in that stage there, that late stage, where it's like I can look into her eyes, but no one was there. Okay, so this is what Alzheimer's does to you. This is the part where we see people where they forget how to swallow, things like that. Yeah.
Okay, so what kind of care does a person? What kind of options does a person have, Philip, who's taking care of people who have Alzheimer's? Like if I'm the caregiver of somebody who I'm watching go through these stages, and maybe I am in the last stage with my person, what kind of care is there for me to get assistance? And I know this might be off of the point, but maybe what does the caregiver get for helping this person? Kind of
That's a good question. That's a great question, in fact, because something that I always do is encourage caregivers is to take care of yourself. Oftentimes now we're seeing the caregiver pass away before the person they're taking care of.
Seen that.
I'm telling caregivers, whenever I go out, I'm telling caregivers, when people tell you, hey, what can I do? Or, here's my number, take it.
Take it.
Take that advice, take that help. Something that happened with my mom with taking care of my grandmother is I seen her health deteriorate because she felt like she was the only one who can do it. She felt like she can do it the best. She felt like she didn't need any help. And that type of mind frame only hurts us. Okay, we have to allow others to help us in these situations. But resources are there as well. We have something that the 24/7 helpline. This is where you can speak with master-level counselors at any time of day for free. Okay, so for free, you can call and you can say, I don't even need any answers today. I just need to tell you how my day was. And there's someone there to speak to you there. Or you can have a situation, you say, hey, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, my mom is fighting me and she's refusing to go to sleep. We got someone there to help to de-escalate that, So there's so many resources that we have at the association, and we want to make sure that everyone, knows about this, especially our community, because we're 2 times more likely affected.
That's crazy. Can we clap our hands for Mr. Philip? Are you getting some information that you need today? Thank you so much. So we talked about the signs, we talked about the stages. Now let's talk about the causes of Alzheimer's.
Causes of Alzheimer's. That's big. So we have not been able to really pinpoint, although we are doing a lot of research, and we've heard so many things throughout the years. Some people say, well, aluminum causes Alzheimer's, so don't use aluminum pans and don't drink out of aluminum cans and, things like that. And this is pretty much something that started probably like in the 50s where there were a lot of factories and things like that where there was a lot of aluminum to be around. And this was one of the suggestions that they thought could be happening, but what we found is there's not enough research to actually prove that. So if now if that's your technique and that's what you're going with, then by all means continue it. But we haven't found any research to continue that. We do know that our eating habits play a big role in this. I spoke earlier about us being the number 1 for heart disease. We see that there's a strong correlation between heart disease and Alzheimer's. What you put in your body affects your brain, okay? So we think about something like vascular dementia. Vascular dementia comes from mini strokes, all right? So we think about every time your heart beats, 25% of blood goes to the brain. So what's happening if we're eating all these fat, greasy foods and things like that, and it's clogging up our arteries and doing that, all right? And our brain is not getting the adequate amount of blood that it needs, okay? But another thing we have to do is use our brain. And when I say that, I don't mean that in a derogatory way, but we have to continue new learning. Okay, so maybe you read, maybe you do word puzzles, play games on your phone. If you don't use it, you lose it. Okay? So I'm always encouraging people to continue to do things to keep your mind active.
I love it. Come on, are you enjoying Philip this afternoon? Thank you so much for being here. What about hereditary? Is it Can I, because my grandmother may have had it or our friends or family has it, is it hereditary? Tell us about that.
That is a great question. So there is a small percent where there's hereditariness, okay? So, and that's where it comes from, this gene that's called the APOE4 gene. And I mentioned before that a lot of times we see this heavily with African Americans in the late stages, okay? But just because mom had it and just because dad had it does not mean that you're going to get Alzheimer's disease, okay?
Okay.
So it's not necessarily a hereditary disease, but that gene is linked to late onset Alzheimer's. So you can have the gene and never develop it, but there's a risk of developing it because you may have that gene. Everyone does not have that gene. Many of us do, but it does not predict that you'll get Alzheimer's. Something that some people like to do is go get genetic testing and they want to see if they have this gene. We don't want to promote that because it won't help you, okay? So what it will do is it'll make you a stressed out puppy, all right?
Yeah.
So we don't promote that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Is there a cure?
Great question.
Is there a cure for Alzheimer's? Don't you want to know that? Like if we know somebody?
Let us know, right? There is no cure for Alzheimer's right now.
There's no
okay?
cure.
But since last year, there has been a new treatment that came out. Okay, this treatment is called Leqembi. There's another one that's called Donanelab. I think I'm saying that correctly. These terms be so hard to pronounce at times.
It's
These
okay.
drugs, but those two treatments have come out, and we see that what it does is it helps to stop it slows the progression of the disease. Okay,
right.
so it allows a person to live healthier, live a bit longer if they're in the early stages of Alzheimer's, and we see that it works best in those early stages.
Okay. So we talked about it, but what about prevention? Is there a way to prevent?
Great question. Yep. So the best way to lower the risks, okay, because there's no true way of preventing it.
Okay.
We even see people who are vegans and people who've never ate this type of meat, or you don't eat sugar and all of these things, but you're still at risk of developing it if you have a brain. Okay, so if you have a brain,
wow.
you are at risk. Okay?
Wow.
But we do see that you can lower the risk by having a healthy lifestyle. So eating healthy, working out, being socially active, doing the things that you guys are doing now, gathering, talking, all of these things, okay? All of these things help to lower the risk of developing Alzheimer's.
Okay, I think I have enough information if I wanted to go to my doctor and talk about this particular subject. What kind of questions should I ask my doctor?
That's a great question. First, you want to talk to your primary care physician if you're seeing any of the warning signs. And over there on the table, please take some of the bookmarks, because the bookmarks has the 10 warning signs on them. Okay? But if you see 2 or more of these warning signs, you can speak with your primary care physician and ask to speak with a neurologist. Okay? So from there, a neurologist would do a series of tests of you to make sure that there's nothing mimicking the signs of Alzheimer's. Okay? Some things look like Alzheimer's but aren't Alzheimer's. So urinary tract infections could look like Alzheimer's, but it's not Alzheimer's.
Really?
Yeah. Vitamin deficiencies, thyroid abnormalities, all of these things could sometimes mimic the signs of Alzheimer's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hallucinations also?
So Alzheimer's, many times, there's something that's called Alzheimer's. There's Lewy bodies dementia, causes hallucinations and delusions. Okay, Alzheimer's, you can have that as well, but we see it a lot with something that's called Lewy body dementia. But yeah, it causes hallucinations and delusion where a person can see something or hear something and it not be there. Yeah, great question.
Wow. So is there financial help for somebody who may have, thank you for your help in passing that out, but we really want them to pay attention to the presentation. Okay, so come on so that you can hear some more information. Thank you so much. Clap your hands for my helper today. We're gonna let him finish, okay? What kind of financial help is available for the person with Alzheimer's or the caregiver? Is there financial help for?
That gets tough because there's not a lot of financial help out there when it comes to Alzheimer's. Most of it is on the family. You know, most of the cost is on the family. We see there's billions of dollars. If we had to think about caregivers and how much they would get paid, it'd be over billions of dollars, you know, because of the time that it takes to take care of someone with Alzheimer's.
Yes.
But there's not a lot. There are programs like Catholic Charities who offer respite at times, and I believe that's like a first come, first serve program.
Okay. All right. And then how can I reach How can I reach you guys? Now, our helper was here passing the information out, and I'm sure they'll come over to your table after for more questions and answer time. But how can I reach you? I want you to be able to tell our online audience how to reach the association, the Alzheimer's Association.
So there's two ways. There's a few ways you can reach the Alzheimer's Association. You can call our number at 1-800-272-3900. You can go to our website at alz.org and visit our website there. You can also come to our location downtown, and we give you information there. We have a library there as well, full of information about Alzheimer's. But the best way to reach us, because I know everybody has a cell phone, is by calling that 24/7 helpline.
Oh, I love that.
And that's 1-800-272-3900. And that number is going to be on every piece of information that I have.
I love that. And you have more of this over on your table.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you stick around for a few minutes afterward, Philip, just to answer some questions? Because
Absolutely.
I believe this audience wants to know more. I saw a few hands popping up. So let's put our hands together for Mr. Philip Bennett, the Alzheimer's Association. We never want to waste your time. We always bring you what you need. Clap it up one more time. Show them some power, love. All right, Philip. Thank you, sir. All right. Are y'all excited? We always bring you what you need. We work hard for you. We work hard for you. Clap it up one more time for our guests. See, that they getting to him already. Now we can play our bingo game. Who was excited about bingo? Do you have your chips? Do you have your card? All right, so we about to play bingo. We're going to ask Destiny if she will come out. She looks so cute today. Wait till y'all see what she has on today. I know she don't like that. I know she don't like that, but wait till you see what she has on today. Destiny, where are you at, Destiny? Where are you, Destiny? Clap it up. Maybe she'll come out here. Clap it up for Destiny. Come on, Destiny. Come on, clap it up for Destiny, y'all. Is she running away? Destiny? All right, does everybody have your bingo card? Does everybody have chips? Does everybody have what you need? Please, don't forget to stop by the table and see Mr. Bennett afterwards from the Alzheimer's Association. He has more information to share with you and answer any questions you have. Also, the number is 800-272-3900 if you want more information. Also, Miss Sharon is here. Woo! Y'all should be excited. I'm sure she's helped a lot of people in this room.
Yes.
So after we play this bingo game, we're going to have Sharon come up and talk to us for a minute, okay? But we about to play. What's up, Destiny?
Hey, y'all. Hello.
Ain't she cute, y'all? Just look at her. I think I have a bag.
You got a
I have a
bag?
bag. That's better. Say something to the people, Destiny.
I put a free space on there this time, so I did. So I think this is gonna be well. I think so.
So we gonna do
Everybody
good?
ready? Yeah, y'all put a chip on the free space. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Please put your chip on the free space.
So now
Here we go.
Let's see who's gonna win today. Let's see. Okay, so the first one is P.O.W.E.R. P.O.W.E.R. Next one is E54. E54. And I think I shuffled these up good this time. I think so. No? I'm hearing no. W43. W43. The next one is P9. P9. Next one, O16. O16. Next is E60. E60. Next is O25. O25. It's okay. Next one is W35. W35. Anybody in close? Oh, she got one left. Okay. Let's see. Next one, O27. O27. Next is R74. R74. I got y'all. I'm glad. Y'all got to work for this bingo. P14. P14. Somebody finally got one? Next one, W39. W39. No? Oh. This one was 39. I don't know what the other one was. I don't remember. The other one was 35. This is 39. You are. Let me pronounce it. I see. R73. Ooh. Right there. Let's see.
All right, come on. We got a potential winner here. We about to check her out to see if she won a $25 gift card. We're going to give her a preliminary clap of congratulations. And then when we make sure that it's right, then we're going to really cheer for her. Because in here, we don't hate. What do? We celebrate. That's right. Lord, if I could just get one of these gift cards. Keisha, sometimes I've been eating gas like that, okay? Miss Sharon, where are you? Miss Sharon and your colleague, would y'all come up here for a minute, please? Clap it up for Miss Sharon. This is our cousin Sharon. This is our cousin Sharon. She won, y'all. Clap it up. And it's your first time here? Show her some power, love. Can you handle this for me? Can you handle that? Thank you. All right. Come on, cousin Sharon. Y'all clap it up for cousin Sharon. I love it. Come on, get this mic. So, Sharon, can you just tell us, by now we know who you are, but just tell us a little bit about what you do and where you're from, please.
Okay, again, my name is Sharon. Of course, y'all know this is my coworker, Linda. And we work for TCA Health. So now we have like 4 locations. We're located in Chatham, 8425 South Cottage Grove. We're located in Ardell Gardens, 1029 East 130th Street. And we also located in Hagwish and Hammond.
Come on, TCA.
So, y'all got a variety of places y'all can go to the clinic. So they do primary care health. They do HIV screenings. They do WIC and dentist, primary care, family care, pediatrician. What else, Linda?
On-site pharmacy.
On-site pharmacy. So me and Linda, we are outreach enrollment specialists. So we do outreach and we assist people with signing up for Medicaid, SNAP, or you call it Link. It's the same, SNAP or Link. It's a blue card or a gray card now with your name on it. And then also we assist with updating your cases, doing your midpoints and your redeterminations. And we also do marketplace health insurance. So how many of you have insurance? By raise a hand. And how many of you know somebody that don't have insurance? So y'all need to get a flyer back there and give them our information so we can help them get insurance. Also, we need you guys to start watching your mail because a lot of people are getting cut off because they're not doing their midpoints or their redeterminations. They're not updating their information, so they cutting you off. They used to give you a grace period, but if your paperwork is not done by a certain time, they cut you off. When you call that 1-800 number, no benefits are available for that month. Or when you go to the clinic, you cannot be seen if you don't have insurance. So I need you guys to make sure that you're updating your information. And with a lot of other seniors, you guys are not telling them that y'all pay utility bills. That's why your link card amounts are low. You got to update your rent. You got to tell them you pay utilities. If somebody clean your house, take you to the doctor, you want to report that because that's an expense. So a lot of you guys, some of you guys in here, I've been helping. You guys have been calling me on a regular basis. So we was able to help them with their link cards, their medical. And I'm working on another case with somebody from here. So I'm waiting on a report from them, Miss Vine. So they got an appointment tomorrow. but it's a real serious case, and I've been trying to get her help for the last couple of months. So a lot of things has happened. So I just want you guys to believe God for this case tomorrow. Just remember her in your prayer that God allowed them to get the help that they need for their situation, okay? So, of course, me and Linda is back there. If y'all have any questions or concerns, please let us know. And then I'm going to hand the microphone over to Linda. Linda loves being here, y'all. Linda needs some music. She want to dance.
Hi, Chairman just took over everything, so I really don't have anything to say. So my name is Linda. I do the same thing Chairman do, but I work on the one on 130th at Our Hair Garden. She has the one in Chatham.
All right.
So me and her is in between.
Lift your mic up a little bit.
Me and her is in between Hedgewick and Hammett. So if y'all live near Hammett, we're there. Just let us know and we'll go there. If y'all over there by Hedgewick, let us know. We go to Hedgewick. So y'all won't have to come so far out. And we do it over the phone. So a lot of you all that can't make it into the offices, we'll accept the calls and do it over the phone for you all.
Clap it up one more time. That's Cousin Sharon right there. That's her good work. Clap it up one more time if she helped you out. Sharon, we love you. We love you so much. Thank you so much. Clap it up one more time. All right. One last thing before we go offline. Miss Pat, where you at? Come on up here for a minute. Let's clap it up. She don't even know why, but just, yes, ma'am. This way. Yes. Miss Pam, I'm sorry. Miss Pam. Let's clap our hands for Miss Pam. Miss Pam, please come up. She is one of our participants in P.O.W.E.R. She has no idea why I'm calling her, but I'm calling her because I know that she can handle this assignment. Miss Pam, clap it up for Miss Pam. Y'all know Miss Pam. Miss Pam know how to pick them up and put them down. Miss Pam been here. Miss Pam been doing her good work for Bright Star Community Outreach as an ambassador, as a volunteer. She don't even realize the work that she's doing for Bright Star Community Outreach, but we're going to highlight that at this time. Miss Pat, clap it up for Miss Pat. Miss Pam, one more time. Miss Pam, come on, y'all. I know, I got you, Miss Pam. Miss Pam, tell me how many people you brought with you today.
Well, to be honest, I have 2.5 tables here, thanking and praising God for my followers, and we're going to continue to bless this place.
Come on. So I asked her today, see, when you talk to me and we have a sidebar and a one-on-one, you have no idea how I'm calculating that information. When she told me that she is inviting people, every time she comes, she brings 3 tables worth of people. You add it up, 8 at a table. You add that up. And that's what she does for Bright Star Community Outreach. So for that, you don't have to win nothing. You're going to get a $25 gift card just because of the work you do for us. Clap it up for Miss Pam right now. Go see Destiny. Clap it up one more time. And with that, we about to get off of here so we can play some more games. But online, we got to go, baby. Buddy, I'll be there in a few minutes. Everybody turn around and look at the camera and wave at them. When will you come in to be with us? P.O.W.E.R, presenting opportunities where everyone rises. Where my table bangers at? Come on. We'll see y'all the next time.